Mhm. Yeah, and I think there's probably the 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 magnitude and the power of the subjective effects could be some kind of like, I almost think of it as like a sensory confirmative evidence that your expectation has actually been met. So I'm riffing a little here, and I have a head cold, so hopefully this is a coherent idea. But um, when we think about things that are reliably transformational to people across times and cultures, very often what people point to in their own lives are certain developmental transitions. Many of these having uh, many ritual behaviors that are part of their culture as part of it. Think about the birth of a child or a marriage, for example. Everyone goes into a marriage, expecting it to be transformational, and you get a
Yeah.
lot of sensory feedback that confirms that expectation in the ritual itself. That is part of the whole process. People are clapping, they're cheering, they're
Yeah.
dancing. If you somehow could concoct a situation where someone went into a marriage ritual with all of those expectations, and all of their friends and family didn't clap or cheer or stand up, it might have a different effect because they don't have a sensory confirmation of their expectations in the moment.
Yeah.
And again, I just wonder if the subjective effects of psychedelics are serving that kind of function for people. The expectation does matter, and the trip does matter, and the so-called pure pharmacological effects of the drug do matter. It's sort of the combination of all of these things that leads to a maximum benefit or to a certain type of brain activity that isn't present without any one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's funny, like it's such a powerful experience in and of itself that it demands some sort of ritual
Mm-hmm.
around it to recognize its power also, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is exactly the same thing that you're saying, but it's been a funny thing to think about on the clinical trial side of things because uh we're very uh we're very conservative in how we approach sort of rituals and how we approach there's obviously all these shamanic uh longer histories of the use of plant medicines and uh and there's various associations of psychedelics with certain religious practices. And there's always this like intuition that, oh, we shouldn't go there because we want to be open to any participant. We don't want to buy into one particular cultural or religious practice. Uh, but there has to be a way to recognize the power of the effect of the drug because you need to construct this sort of narrative for people that we are going to create this transformational experience for you, like just like you're describing. And this is an important experience and a powerful experience. And you're going to go through it. And when you come out of it, you're going to be able to change in some way. Right. So you need to like make a context for that.